What's going on, guys? It's been a minute. I'm Ashley, and well, Rob isn't with me today. He doesn't think I should be making a video, but I'm just tired of seeing all this stupid shit, and well, I gotta make my voice heard, don't I? Well, today, let's start with your First Amendment right. Your First Amendment right is Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. And that brings me to what I kind of want to talk about, and it kind of rolls into everything else, I guess. But these so-called peaceful protests that are going on, they're not peaceful. I don't care what the media tells you. You can see it for yourself. They're not peaceful. They say they're mostly peaceful. What? I mean, I could be mostly tiger. Does that make it true? I mean, but I digress. What's going on is riots. It's, by definition, a riot. A peaceful protest is civil disobedience. A non-violent resistance. A riot, which is what's going on, I don't care who you are, is a violent public disorder, a disturbance of the peace by 3 or more persons assembled together and acting with common intent. 2. A random or disorderly profusion. 3. One that is wildly amusing, which, But these peaceful protests, the riots, supposedly started because of the death of George Floyd. Okay, well, I mean, I could understand why some people think it's racist. He was a black man, George Floyd, I mean, and the cop was white. But nobody's perfect. George Floyd wasn't perfect. The cop wasn't perfect. There's other ways that could have been handled. But I'm not going to make this about George Floyd. But I wanted to touch on that a little bit. And I mean, if this was really about black lives and, well, them being murdered and harmed and etc. I mean, what about Captain fucking David Dorn? David Dorn. What about him? He was a black cop who got killed during one of these peaceful protests. Not by a white man. Not by a white cop. It was by some black younger gentlemen out rioting, looting, breaking into places, starting fires. If we were to protest somebody's death, why not his? Or why not, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce a name, I suck at names. I mean, my last name is Gaborczyk. It's Polish. So, nobody's perfect. But what about Italia Kelly, who is leaving a Walmart because a protest started to get violent, and shots were fired, and she got hit while she was in her vehicle trying to leave? Or what about Marvis Francos, killed by carjackers wanting his Jeep when the carjackers were leaving a protest? Or how about a couple other names? David McAtee, Chris Beatty, Dorleen Marlell, Marquise Torsant, Patrick Underwood, Calvin Horton Jr., James Sherlock, Sherlock, Jabbar Harrell, Barry Perkins III, George Gomez, Jose, I'm sorry, Jose, I can't pronounce your last name, Victor Curzini Jr., I think I pronounce it right. Sorry. You can look up all the names, but there's a few. But I mean, these were people living their lives, hoping to go to a good protest, hoping to go home or go to their job, and they got killed because someone wanted to riot. Now, I want to touch on cops. Now, for you that don't really know me, my grandpa was in the Army. He was a sheriff, and he was a bailiff in the city I live, town, whatever you want to call it. But I know what good cops can be. I see the injustice going on nowadays. If you disband the cops, what's going to happen to, the people that want to keep themselves safe against the people that are out rioting? We're going to lose countless lives, not just the ones I named off, not the ones that have already been lost. Yes, the police force could use as I've heard it, a reform, but it's not through defunding or getting rid of it. I've had some bad experiences with cops. Some of them are dicks, plain and simple. But some people have made them that way because of the way they're treated. They're human just like me and you. They have feelings. You calling them pigs and saying you're gonna kill them and all kinds of other shit, it hurts. It hurts. George Floyd did have an arrest record. I looked it up myself. I verified it myself. It's a true, honest God thing. Now, he wasn't perfect. There is reports on the cop. He wasn't perfect. We could use reforms in not only our police forces, but to be honest with you, our jails. Some people get a slap on the wrist, and some people are going away for 10, 20, 30 years for the same exact offense. Anymore, it seems like it's a pick and choose. And this country can be so great if we all actually want to live together. I mean, America is the melting pot. And this Rayshard Brooks that is now all over the media, same thing. I verified his arrest record. He didn't have too much on it, not as much as George Floyd did, but the videos of the police cameras, one of them shoddy. I don't understand, like, how or why it got knocked off or the cop took it off and set it on the ground. But the other angles and the security camera, it paints a perfect view. That man was drunk. He was clearly drunk. And, well, he resisted arrest. So, of course, the cops are going to try to tase him and detain him. And the stuff about a taser is a non-lethal option. Have you ever messed with a taser? Do you know how many amperages it takes to stop your heart? Well, not that much. And that man, that Mr. Brooks, he fired the taser. You can clearly see the wires. And they went right over the cop's shoulder. If that cop would have gotten hit here, and Mr. Brooks pulled the trigger, that cop would have been dead on the ground. That's going straight into your heart. That is way, way too close. Even with a normal taser you can buy at the store, if you hit somebody in the neck close to the heart, you'll stop it. You might get it starting again with CPR or a defibrillator, but you're going to stop it. Even for someone healthy. Now, with people that have health problems, if they get, well, heart problems, let's put it that way. With heart problems, gets hit with a taser, no matter what, you're likely going to stop their heart, period. It doesn't matter where you hit them. And those cop tasers, they're not the tasers we buy at the store. They are a lot stronger. They have a lot more amperage. They're a lot more deadly. I mean, if you don't believe me, go buy a taser. Tase yourself. Sorry, this kind of stresses me out. And another thing I've been seeing going around is Confederate flag's racist and all kinds of other shit. Okay. It could have been. But is it now? I mean, how many people of color proudly fly that flag? The Confederate flag may have been racist at one point in time. Okay, I can agree with that. But anymore, it's not. It's family, whether you're blood or not. It's an open door. It's ice cold tea on a hot sunny day. It's a warm bed, food on the table. It's that southern comfort. It's what family is supposed to be. We're all family. We need to start acting like it. Now, the statues and monuments. Yes, they do depict horrific things that happened in our past. But that's what they are. Depictions of our past, not our future. They are there so we learn from our mistakes. If you tear them down and destroy them, how are we supposed to learn from it? They're there for a reason. Leave them alone. Now, you can call me whatever you want, but we are all the same. I don't care. Black, white, yellow, purple, small, fat. It don't matter. Gay, straight. It don't matter. We are all the same inside. We all have our own struggles. We all have feelings. We all have our own thoughts. Now, I don't think there should be any segregation of any race. We should all come together and be one. I mean, we are one species. I mean, if you crossbreed things, most of them don't reproduce. I mean, it's like a liger. It can look like it, but it can't have babies that look like it. And to maybe make that a little bit easier for some of you people that don't understand that. Take an interracial family. I don't care which one's black, which one's white. They have a baby. Beautiful mixed baby. That baby grows up. It finds somebody to be with and wants to have a baby. It can have a baby. It's not sterile because it's not crossbreeding. We are all the same. And we need to start acting like it. Well, I'm gonna go. Well, as Rob would say, I hate you all. Bye.